Trade deadline coming up on February 24th, but Jim Rutherford wasting no time acquiring Jason Zucker from the Minnesota Wild for Alex Galchenyuk, a young defensive prospect, and Kalen Addison, and a conditional 2020 first-round pick. Jim Rutherford is always very crafty around the trade deadline. We've seen him make some moves. His team is in a good position, but he sets up this trade, and it bodes pretty nicely for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Ben.
Jim Rutherford has come in and just gone all in every year. He seems like he never has a first-round pick. He's going for it every year, and why wouldn't you with the players that he has? Jason Zucker is going to come in and fill in for Jake Guentzel, and he plays a perfect style that Mike Sullivan will want. He's ultra fast, but he wants to play a grinding game, and that's exactly what even the superstars do in Pittsburgh. And then I think for Minnesota, this is perfect. For too long, Minnesota's been satisfied just making the playoffs and not really having a chance at the Stanley Cup. I think that Bill Guerin has come in and at this point needs to tear it down a little bit. He needs to get younger. A couple of years ago, when they had Ryan Suter and Zach Parise in their prime, they were going for it. They're not in their prime anymore. They're an old team. They need to get younger, and getting a first-round pick is a good start.
Our research guy, Jake Abrahams, is in my ear telling me that I'm 4-0 against the Minnesota Wild in the playoffs. So I've kind of set their organization back a little bit over the years.
It's your fault.
This is one of those trades that really, I think, helps both teams. And Zucker's a guy that, look at number 87, Crosby. The types of wingers, Benny, you know better than anybody. He likes that grinding style approach. He wants a third, fourth line checkers mentality with an offensive touch. And Guentzel was that guy that used his quickness to get to holes. He has tight hands, or good hands in tight areas around that, got a real nice scoring touch. Zucker's not exactly the same type of player, but he competes hard. He goes to those dirty areas. He can score goals. I think that's a good match. Of course, we won't know what it's going to look like until they play with each other. But if not Crosby, then you got Malkin there. We heard Mike Sullivan say he's a top 6 player for the Penguins, so let's hope it works out for their sake. And then Minnesota, they're playing the long game here. They know that they've got some older players in their team. They're probably not in the win-now mode. They're going to take a chance on Galchenyuk. Hopefully he gets comfortable, maybe finds his game on another chance with a different organization. That first-round pick is viable, and the prospect Addison is a young guy that's going to kind of learn how to play on the fly here with the Minnesota Wild. So lots to like about this trade. The fact that Rutherford got it done early means he knows what he's looking for, and he went out and got it done.
Well, Bill Guerin on the trade had this to say: if there is any quit, I can guarantee you there will be more trades. So more to come for Minnesota, I guess.
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
It does. And Bill Guerin is the alpha male in that organization. He's a huge personality. He knows exactly what he's doing. I'm sure he has ownership's blessing to sort of start this process over, to go young, to get younger, to get rid of some of his older players, to start over and build fresh. And Minnesota needs to do that. And with his quote, you can tell when it's coming down from the top, these guys are going to be playing hard because this is an opportunity for them to maybe squeak into the playoffs, but more set themselves up for jobs for next year.
Long term, yeah, and he's got a good relationship with Jim Rutherford, having worked underneath him as the assistant GM in Pittsburgh for so many years. All right, so we'll see what happens with the Wild and the Penguins.